Hi, this is Robert. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Something's been on my mind last several weeks I want to talk to you about. And it's this. If there's someone in your life you care about that won't change, it's not because you didn't try hard enough. I didn't understand that for a long time. Frankly, some days I still struggle with it. I thought being a good person, being a good parent, being a good role model meant helping people, fixing things, being there no matter what. And the more I cared about someone, the harder I tried. I'd explain, I'd encourage, I'd try to mentor, I'd offer advice from experience. I didn't judge, I didn't chastise, because I believed if I did enough good things for them, if I sacrificed enough for them, they would change. But here's what I learned the hard way, and we are still learning, is there are some things you just can't do for someone else. You can't make someone change. You can't make someone choose better paths. And you can't make someone care about their outcome as much as you do sometimes. It's perplexing. So you can't make someone change. Um, that decision to change, to make real personal changes in life, has to come from within that person. It cannot come from without. I can't make anyone else change. Boy, that's a hard one to grasp, especially when someone you love is hurting. I can't make someone choose. I can't make someone choose, make better choices. I can't make someone choose what's obvious things that are hurting them, to choose a better option. Even that has to be their choice. I can't make them walk a better path, a smarter path. I can't make them choose. And the last thing is I can't make them care. And that might be the hardest one of all. Because we love our family and our friends and we want them well and we care for them, but we can't make them care about the things we care about, even when they're in the midst of hurting, and maybe sometimes because they're in the midst of hurting and destructive behavior. We can't make them care. You can give everything you have. You can leave it all on the table. You can give every dime, you can give every minute. And what you end up is you end up broke and tired, and they still end up not caring. So in the end, nothing's changed. That's hard. In Scripture, there's a verse in Galatians that says that everyone should carry their own load. Another translation says everyone should bear their own burden. And that's not harsh. That's just honest. Because sometimes we try to carry those things for someone else, and it's not our role. It's not our burden. It's not ours to do. It's their choices, their consequences, their growth that they're passing upon. So we try to bear the burden. They don't. They don't learn from overcoming mistakes. They simply try to push that back over to us to solve again. In the end, everyone loses because you don't learn so much in life from successes. You learn from hardships and overcoming hardships. And if we don't allow them to have hardships, they don't learn. And then when you do help, and sometimes later you say no, then they're angry at who? Not angry at themselves for not doing their own work. They're lifting. They're angry at us. It's a lose-lose. And this is where I had to learn something even deeper. And that is this. Even God doesn't force change. If he won't, I know I can't. He guides, he invites, he provides lessons, he opens doors, he closes doors, but he still allows us to choose. Right or wrong, good or bad, healthy, unhealthy. God doesn't intervene and force us to think as he thinks. He wants us to have the mind of God. And if God allows that kind of freedom, I have to do the same. That doesn't mean that we stop caring when we let go of those burdens. Um, it doesn't mean you walk away from people. It doesn't mean you abandon people. It doesn't mean you wipe them off your chalkboard and say, that person doesn't exist to me anymore. It just means you stop trying to carry something that was never yours to carry. There has to be some freedom in that. You can love people, you can pray for them, but you can't make their decisions for them. So, if you've been trying and nothing's changing, maybe it's not because you're failing, maybe it's because you're trying to do something for someone else. And the fact is, no one else can do for them what needs to be done. You have to think about that. So you can't make them change. You can't make them choose. You can't make them care. You can only decide what you do next and trust God with the rest. That's our plan. Thanks for joining me. This is Aging in America with Robert. If you haven't yet liked and subscribed, do me a favor and do that. We've gone from 0 subscribers to over 500 in about 5 weeks. I think we have a voice that benefits us as seniors, the 50s and 60s and 70s, and we have 80-year-olds that are subscribers. So like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and until we have a chance to speak again, let's all age well together. God bless.